Yo.
I don't
Okay.
understand
So that
this
was weird because
today.
then it totally stopped my stream and started my stream up again. And now it's like you're crystal clear.
Yeah, but in the in my monitor, it's like here. Let me. Sorry, my bad, my bad. Let me situate myself a little bit better. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and you're perfectly clear now, and your audio is way better.
Oh, okay, good, good, good. So, oh,
Now I just flipped you around because you like to have it mirrored, right?
oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That's better.
No, that's
Um,
way better. Way better.
okay, good. Now, yay, we fixed the video. Yeah.
Way
I'll still
better.
delay on my monitor here, but it's okay.
It'll catch
I
up.
can hear you like in real time. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it'll catch up. So, anyways, about that truck, man, it's I'm trying to balance your color here, not make you too red.
Mhm.
Uh,
Sorry, I got green on. Make me as red as you want. Festive.
I'll show a green screen on you. Whoa! Someone posted something about YouTube. Probably says we're going live. I can't tell.
Is
Anyways,
that your Instagram notifications?
some notifications. So I'm using my. So remember how I told you I'm totally cheating the system when it comes to streaming this stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm using my iPhone plugged into the computer that's streaming this feed, and then I have my secondary iPhone as my secondary camera doing the
Mm-hmm.
overhead, and so I have the backup camera, which is the camera that's on the computer, which
Mm-hmm.
looks like garbage. It doesn't look good at all. But this camera looks way good for being an iPhone.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, but totally cheating the system. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all good. That's the way.
No, it's all good, man. It's
Way
all
to
good.
do.
I
So,
got my hat on.
anyways, so let's put this drift truck to bed. I want to make a
Yeah. Yeah.
drift. I want a drift car. I was watching the Gymkhana stuff with my kids,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and to me, I was always I never thought it was like poo pooed on a drift car if it was all wheel drive, but I kind of heard that. And then the reality is, dude, I don't go to like drift meets or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just go
Yeah.
to play. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
and so I'm thinking I almost kind of want to get two more. Those Thunder Drifts are dirt cheap from Red
Yeah,
Cat.
but are they any good?
Yeah, when you keep them stock, dude. Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
my daughters, it can whip. It can go. It can do whatever you want it to do. And
Yeah.
it's all wheel drive. I mean, for a 4 wheel drive, you know, drift car, that's plenty
Mm-hmm.
of fun. Plenty of
Yeah. I mean, that's where it kind of RC drift started 4-wheel drive. So
yeah. Yep.
RC Lemonade, fresh squeeze, fresh squeeze, RC. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. Fresh
I'm
squeeze.
Yeah, yeah, fresh squeeze. Sorry, sorry. If he's listening, um, he uses 4-wheel drive.
Yeah. Yeah. And all his stuff, he's on 4 wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So,
but yeah,
and
no, I see there's nothing wrong with it. I just at first I was like I just wanted to be in with the cool kids and do those big swings and just make it nice and smooth going around.
you got to check out my Porsche drifting with the 2-wheel drive guys.
Yeah.
You got to check it out. It's on my page. You got to check
Okay.
it out.
All right.
I'm keeping the same angle, and
Yeah.
I'm not touching them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. All wheel
Yeah,
drive?
they were like, "Wow, you're actually." I didn't know you could drive a 4-wheel drive like that. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not bad."
Yeah. Well, the thing is the okay, so the thing about the 4 wheel drives that I think the 2 wheel drives don't like is that you
Hmm.
have to carry a lot of speed in to go into the corner. And the
You do, unless you really get it sideways. It scrubs a lot of that speed if you get it sideways.
yeah, it does,
It's a
but like when you say you're coming out of that turn and then you come to a straight before you whip it, you've got that
hmm
area where you carry too much speed. I mean, you can scrub it. Like that's the thing I like about my daughters is that I can do that. I can link turns and all that with it, and I can
hmm
like
hmm
find something, pin it, and go around it nice and smooth. You know what I'm saying? But
hmm
But
Hmm.
yeah, you carry a lot of speed. You know what I mean? Like you carry a lot of speed.
Yeah, and that's actually what I love about it. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
much faster.
Yep. Oh, they're blocking me out again. Look at that. I don't know what that means. Did I get in trouble
What is
for
that? What
music?
did they say?
I don't know. I don't know if I got in trouble for music, or maybe I got. Uh oh. Tony said he's coming in, or
All
someone
right.
said Tony's coming in. Let's see what he has to say.
Let's
I
see what
sent
you
him a.
got some Cybertron action.
Yeah.
If I'm the only one with Cybertron action, then I'll let you guys I'll just audio.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Pilot Ryan. Hey, thanks for coming over. Haven't seen you on the channel before. Same with Super Drake's RC. Sounds like Tony's sending some people over. Shout out to Tony, CCXRC. So
That's right.
we were just
It's the
talking
man right there.
drift trucks, not monster trucks, a minute ago. So maybe we should switch it back over to the monster trucks, or maybe I should.
But I got a couple drift trucks. You seen where
Yeah,
you seen him go.
I know. Yep.
I
Super
love
Drake
it,
is
man.
saying, let's all duck out of his broadcast and see how Tony reacts. I like it. I like it. Why not, right? So
It's tough, man. This what does that say? Man, I can't. Man, my eyes.
it's
Old
getting.
man eyes, bro.
I know. I know.
No, just old man eyes, bro. I'm sitting here, posting and checking and
You got your
trying to do my
readers on.
thing. Uh, I think I need some because my
Yeah,
eyes are just, ugh.
that's
I
funny.
usually I got pretty good eyes, like, but they just I can tell they get fatigued now a lot quicker. So
Yeah. So Pilot
old
Ryan,
man,
what'd you try for your first drift truck? Uh-oh, I'm gonna get a notification popping over my camera. I know that any second now. So what'd you try for your first drift car? Oh, there it is. Super Drake says, "Yo, how you doing?" So we were just talking. So what are yours, Cody? The TTO2s or whatever?
oh,
Your drift
my
car?
drift cars,
Yeah.
they're not drift cars.
No.
They're 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 racing touring sedans. I just turned them into drift cars.
Threw those hard tires on it.
No, I put the well, yeah, I mean, basically, but all I do really is throw because these cars come with a spool in the
Hmm.
front
Yeah.
and a gear diff at the back, and I just flop them.
There,
That's all I do,
there you go.
and then it allows me to whip the back around, and um, it probably would, like, a lot of times with all-wheel drive, you want counter steer just so you can keep the back around, but I've figured out the angle and the speed of to be able to kind of match the two-wheel drive guys.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to weight too. You know what I mean? Like, because like the weight distribution on my truck just isn't there. Uh oh, we got Mr. CC coming in. Let's see what he has to say about doing some drift cars. Here, I'll pop you in right now, Tony. Take your finger out of your nose.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, here, let me square you away here, Tony. Hang on. Where's my little fancy? Hang on a second.
He's in the
Wait
Cybertron
a minute,
room.
it's
He's
looking
got the
pretty
colors of
janky.
Cybertron.
Let's
Might
see.
be this app.
Well, okay. So here's the thing that I'm doing. I'm doing an overlay deal here. Let me, if I pop that
You need
out,
them.
and then I can blow up. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Hey Tony, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Good, good. You've been racing buggies lately, huh?
A little bit tonight, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
you're up late. Have you had to play with one of these yet? Get into that 24 motor drivetrain? You haven't?
No, we had issues with ours last time we took them up to that track, though, so I need to
Was it cutting out?
take a look at. But I think it was more battery. They didn't charge.
So that's what I thought mine was at first, and I double checked and triple checked a bunch of times, and my motors kept on cutting out. And then finally, it was like nothing. And I started talking to people, and they're like, "Yeah, you got to switch that out." So now I've got where'd it go? I got the barrage motor, which is like massively
Faster.
bigger,
Yeah.
and apparently it's not too. It's actually a little slower, is what people said, but
Really?
it's got a lot more torque. And here's the best part: the hard thing is trying to find it. Good luck, and that's the best part right there.
The price? Yeah.
Yeah, dirt cheap for that motor, man. So got two of them. I only have one truck.
We saw they're trying to make monster trucks out of them now, right?
What's that?
Jacob Smoller's making a monster truck chassis for it.
Was that the black? What was it called? Blackout or black label?
Black Market RC.
Black
Yeah.
market. Yeah, yeah. I saw that chassis, and I was like, "Ooh, did you see that, Cody?"
Yeah, I did. I did.
Oh,
It's I love the little mini 24 scale. Those things are so fun, man.
I want to see I want to see that monster truck like that, though. I think that would be wild. Like
Yeah.
that would
So
be.
the other people were doing it based on the there's that other HBX one or whatever. That's four steer and it's like a crawler, but it's like a monster truck crawler.
Right.
And he knows that there's more people and there's more part availability for the SCX 24.
Sure.
So yeah.
So
That makes
Super Drakes is asking if I got the adapter plate. No, because I saw it's super easy. If you measure it, you can just drill the two holes out. Because okay, so what the problem is, the holes here are clocked 180 degrees different than what the holes are on this motor. So if you just drill out the hole plates, I mean, you can. It's basically a little bit oversized, and then you can, shim it into place the way you want it. So that's the way I'm gonna do it. And then the other thing about this, just FYI, since we're on this, you have to unsolder and reverse polarity, and then that apparently gets it all going. So we'll
That's
see.
not too hard.
No, and for $5 and letting it rip and letting it do what it does, I'm all about that. So we were just talking drift cars a minute ago. You got any drift cars in your stable?
Why would you do that?
Oh man, they're fun.
It's a whole new level of fun, man. It's a whole
Yeah.
another type of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys notice that he's got the 5 o'clock shadow beard going on now? He don't got the full action going on. Or is this just my
it's always
screen?
in a stage of flux. It gets too much, and they shave it back to this, and I let it grow, and then I shave it back to this. It's constant.
This right here is
I don't keep it one spot. It's always moving.
Okay.
This right here is 40 years in the making. I still can't grow a thick mustache, and I'm like, come on.
Oh.
So, I'm like,
It's not that bad of a problem to have. It
Yeah.
sucks having to keep it trimmed up all the time. It really does. Ugh.
That's funny.
Can't hear you guys. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
So we were talking drift trucks or drift cars, which are a
Okay.
lot of fun. I imagine it's just
I do have one. It's like an hour to go to the drift track by us, and I should just take it out on the street, but I just hate the sound of it on the cement.
yeah.
Just tearing up the plastic.
Yeah.
You know what's an awesome place to take them? If you have well, probably not now because churches are a little tight about getting in now. But if you can go into like a church community center on carpet, oh man, it is so much fun. This summer we did a bunch of work at this church, and they had like this big open room, right? Their banquet room, all carpet, and my kids were in the little area there just drifting all day, just
Nice.
sliding. Oh, so nice. Cars kept clean. Oh, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
have
dust.
Was it the MST that makes it? No.
MS
Yep.
one, yeah.
Yeah, is it RMX2 or something?
I don't know.
I have one.
You
I got it
you
for
could
my
say you
birthday
could say a
last
bunch
year.
of letters.
Yeah, say the whole alphabet. We'll believe you.
Yeah, it won't matter.
So Pilot Ryan said he had what did I just looked at what he was saying. He had, I'm gonna throw it back up here if I can find it. So he has the Lightning Drift, and I've got the
that's
Thunder Drift.
$150.
Dude, they're cheap. They're dirt cheap, and they're so much fun just to huck around. The bad thing, I don't know, Pilot Ryan, if you've had this issue, but those bodies are like, the Red Cat bodies are like the thinnest film. Yeah. Like we have so many cracks in ours, and I spent such a time painting my daughter's drift. It's like, we've been, what's that?
You got a clear body?
Yeah.
You should have shoe-gooed it, man.
Well, I have, so that's the thing. I have, so we did all this like 3-tone pearl kind of crazy stuff where it's cracking on the fenders, right where she like touches stuff every now and then. But yeah, this thing's a fun little car. And so my
is it car? Do you have plastic wheels on it, or are you running?
Yep, just plastic wheels. So, and then I got like hard rubber ones for my Suburban. And this is the one that I wish I could make go a little bit better.
That's cool.
And this is based. What's that?
I've seen those videos.
Yeah, this thing.
Now, are those 4-wheel drive?
Hers is. This one's 100% custom. So, this one I did a. Check this out. I should throw my overhead camera up, but I'm too lazy. So this one's all aluminum pan that I made.
Oh wow!
So it's just a long pan that I built. I just cut this out on the table and drilled all my holes, all that kind of stuff. So
nice.
And so what I was telling Cody, what's that?
Are they countersunk?
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's how I do. You know,
so, you look like it.
Yeah. So what I was telling Cody is this thing is like, it's too long, so it has too much understeer when I tried to throw it around. And I used it actually just for like a smoke machine. I was just doing burnouts with it, and then I like melted the belt. So I was like, all right, well, it's not meant for doing burnouts. So
you get a chain on it.
I know, right? Yeah, that sounded really nice. But no, I was just telling Cody that I think what I should do is I should buy another cradle for it and make it 4-wheel drive and see how that goes. Because that would be dope to make that thing 4-wheel drive and see that big old long truck sliding around. It'd be sick.
Yeah, it would definitely. It would power slide like you're in snow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what are you working on, Tony?
I was working on my kid's Senton trucks. I just finished it. Now I'm looking for the parts to my 4-steer for this.
Oh, cool.
Well, actually, this one was done. For this one, I have ends to make it 4-steer.
There you go.
But I don't know where I set them.
Is that AR60?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that normally offset like that?
Yeah.
The servo mount?
Yeah. That's normal.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. Oh yeah, I guess so. Looks odd, but I guess so.
Yeah.
When the servo's not on it.
Because the arm will actually center itself, right? The actual, because where the mount will be, if you do it right, the servo would center the horn.
I tried to get some of those Freestyle servo savers that you posted up about. They were gone in minutes, man. Totally gone in minutes. I was like, come on. Seriously?
Those in the tributes, you can't get them.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're gone in a minute.
I know. You probably got like 6 of them. You're like, hey, why not? Well, hey, that's like me and these little barrage motors. Different level, though. You know, it's like buying all the Pinto wheels. Why not?
Yeah. I did that with the those Can-Ams. Oh, check these out.
Oh, the little guys?
Oh, that's dope. That's cool. Is that Max D?
Yeah, Max D Fire.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So these will go on those Can-Ams,
triple threat
like
series.
Yep. And but that one.
That's dope.
And this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Soldier of Fortune. That's the.
How many of those do you have? Like, how many chassis do you have of those?
There you
3.
go. I've seen that
So
one before.
me and my boys each have them. So
You've
That's
done a video
awesome.
with
I
that
got mine
before.
first. Yeah, I had mine first, and then we finally got theirs in. It took. I sent them to him in like March, so it took a little while to get done. But
Dang.
he felt bad about it.
That's cool. That's
So
dope.
they gave me a little discount. But then I turned around and sent him a body for my buggy to have him paint. It's not gonna be Gravedigger.
Yeah, should be Gravedigger. Why not? I can see us getting into that once our track opens up a little bit more. Our track doesn't have a home right now, so it's like we're trying to see what's going on. And the next indoor carpet track is not even indoor carpet; it's dirt and it's indoor, but it's like way down by where Cody's at.
That just gets messy.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
So
I actually prefer dirt, just because I think I don't know, my kids and I like to power slide and hang it out a little bit more. I know you're not supposed to do that, but you know, it's just a little more style.
That's where I'm from. When we race monster trucks, I always do better when we race on dirt than when we are on cement.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, speaking of monster trucks.
Dang it! I was going to show you my car, but
we'll see it.
Yeah, let's speaking of monster trucks in a minute, let's see your car.
Yeah.
So this is my touring car that I turned into a
smiling.
Hey, I think I've seen you crush that with your monster truck before.
So I don't know. I can't get it in the screen. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, but it's just I just take the spool and put it in the back, and then it worked fine for me. I don't a lot of guys got in a counter steer during that transition when drift got really big, and I never got into that, and then they went from that to 2-wheel drive, and then I was like, no, it's too hard. It's not fun anymore. So
were you running a gyro on the 2-wheel drive?
I never got into the 2-wheel drive. I just stayed with the 4-wheel drive the whole time, and would run with the guys with 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And like I said, they were like, dang, how are you driving that thing like that? That's crazy. They've never seen a 4-wheel drive with that much angle and actual counter steer. You know.
Well, that's the hard. That's the hard thing with the 4-wheel drive is that to get that angle on the steering, it's hard. You know what I mean? Like
you start off with a power slide, but you got to get it enough angle that you can counter steer, and then it actually works. But then there's a lot of trigger control, so it's so fun, so fun.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm
looking at mine over there. I try and get it or not.
Is that your is that your 10.2 monster truck?
Yeah. So it's the XCS 10.2. Let's see if I can.
Oh yeah.
And I gotta get longer body mounts. I mean, it'll work. It's awesome because I mean it's narrow. It's the same narrow like a real like the old retros.
Bob Buster, yeah.
Yeah. And it's low like the old retros. So
what wheelbase is the Clodbuster? Is that close to 13.3?
No, it's like 12.
Is that short?
A Clodbuster?
They're really short.
Yeah,
it's like 11 or 12. Yeah, it's super. Like the SMT is like almost 14 or something like that.
Yeah.
Out of the box.
13.9. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the Clodbuster, like it's like so tiny.
I know. So Tony, you did that video that kind of lined all your trucks up next to each other, and I've been wanting that Clodbuster, and I was like, it looks so small. Like it looks so small compared to all of them. I thought it was.
Well, I'd done the video first, and I had one of my stretched ones, and I'm like, no, this isn't a good comparison. Like, I need to get the actual stock Clod out there so people see the difference.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's the same size. It's shorter technically than the SMT10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah, I still want to. it's still on my list, still on the top of the list. I still got to have one. You know what I mean? Like I still got to get that. Got to get that in under my whole deal there. So we'll see.
I showed
I
showed John this. I was showing JB Skull Graphics this truck, and he was like, "Just get a Clod, man. Stop messing around. Just get a Clod."
The Clods are fun, man. Other than when you have to repair them. Hey, RC Voodoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like I just want one just so I can say I have one and play with it. And I think I'd have a lot. I already started talking.
Just buy the axles, man.
What's that?
Go to CPE and buy the axles and the ladder frame. That's pretty much what you need, right?
To make one?
Yeah.
You mean make one from
you don't even use.
What's that?
Because you don't want to use the steering that comes with it anyway. So you're gonna need to get aftermarket steering. But literally just the axles and the ladder frame stuff.
Yeah.
There and then on the side. And then you could make yourself a chassis so easy.
Yeah.
That would be easier and more accessible. This looks literally just like an anvil. So,
oh wow. How thick is that material?
3.
Like 1/8 inch or less?
It's like 4 millimeters.
Okay.
Thick.
All right. So
wow, that's pretty thick.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty heavy.
3.8. Yeah, aluminum, and then it's doubled up here, so it's almost.
That's crazy.
4 here.
You would.
Actually,
yeah, that's like.
You would think.
This is more like 3. Yeah, it's 3. Yeah, I wasn't zeroed out right. Well, this is actually only 2. 2.08. So yeah, it's 2 millimeter. Because doubled up is 4. I didn't have it zeroed.
Okay, so that's probably like 090 aluminum then. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that thick.
Okay. That's crazy.
So.
Is that your mic popping, Cody?
I
don't know what's going on, man.
I've got somebody's mic popping. Here, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna.
This movie is probably me. I got Cybertron going on today. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know if I can mute you. I just muted Cody. Must be you, Cody. How about now? Hold on. Okay. Oh, you muted yourself, Cody. Here, unmute yourself and see if it works.
How about that?
Better.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Hey.
You just needed to freak your mic out and be like, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. That's all this is. We're using other shocks because their shocks suck. And then you need to get some kind of axle mounted servo. So you don't want to have the one that's up inside the clodbuster. So you can get them from CPE and just buy the axles and buy the mount.
Now you tell me. After I've been asking my wife, telling her where to go for my clodbuster for the last 3 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I just buy, and they send you like bags of parts. So like you can just buy the ladder frame stuff.
Uh-huh.
So because these brakes, that's where your shock mounts.
Okay.
On this piece of plastic, either here or on the front of it. I like it on the front, and it breaks, so I have to have extras.
Crazy. All right.
Yeah,
well, if I get it, then I'll build the kit, and if I don't get it, then I'll buy all the parts. How about that? So it's pretty much
either way.
Yeah, either way, I'm going for it.
Yeah, they're just fun. Like you see how they bounce and everything.
Yeah.
It's actually, I mean, these big fast ones are cool and all, but not doing flips and just bouncing those around, hitting the little sky wheelie thing, it's just epic to do. It's so much fun.
Do you think a 12 turn would be too much in those? 212s?
No, they race them. They put brushless in them.
Really? I thought they always stayed with
Yeah, they do.
27 on a cloud.
Oh, that's the retro, but they race them pro mod.
Really?
They'll put they put like 7.5 turn motors in them and crazy fast stuff.
Speaking of that, I saw an ad today. I forgot what company it was. They're offering it's like drag racing motors, and they were like down to 2.5 turns.
That's crazy.
It's freaking nuts. Like I've never seen one that low before. That's insane.
That's crazy. Huh. I watched. So that's what my kids and I watched. We watched the video about what was it called? The video for the Mach E with Ken Block driving it.
Yeah. The one with that winds.
Oh, dude, that thing was sick. Your mic's driving me crazy. I just muted you. I'm going to unmute you again. Oh, now you muted yourself. Anyways, that Mach E was sick, man. He was like, those tires were just, it looked like the tires were on fire. They were smoking so bad. But it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyways, let's talk about this comp coming up. I'm getting pretty excited about it, to be honest. So
I like the bonus point stuff.
Yeah. So did you get it? I mean, I know I kind of talked to you for a minute. I mean, just Grace noted on it before with you, but did you get what I was trying to say on that?
So if you like basically put out something that would be like a reference to, I don't know, you put out an old Winnebago, right? You know, it'd be like the Clark Griffin. That there, Clark, is an RV, you know, like.
Yeah, 2 points.
I could see it. Yeah, 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah, have a little taxi out there and have a little sign that says, you know, be careful, the yellow ones don't stop or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what I'm hoping people key up on and do it. I'm thinking I'm going to do a Nakatomi Tower sign, a little scale Nakatomi Tower sign from Die Hard. So we'll see. I was thinking about
Die Hard stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what I could.
I was thinking about doing that, and then a black limo, maybe crushing a black limo. But the problem is, like,
I've got a whole stack of yellow crush cars. I immediately thought of putting the sign next to.
Oh yeah. Yep. So my brain has been going. I've been trying not to put too much time into thinking about it because I didn't want to get like a unfair advantage of me like scheming on this for the last 2 weeks as I've been putting it together, but it's kind of hard not to. But I don't know if I'm even going to be able to execute those. So, but no, I definitely want to do something fun like that and see what we can. I think the videos are going to be a lot of fun to see that. You know, I think it'd be fun before we didn't do music and we didn't do edits and stuff like that. I wish we could do music, but so now that we're rolling this one out, the footage that we got from the first one, I'm probably going to do some like mashup edits and throw those as promo for this one as we're getting ready for it. Maybe throw some music over.
Why don't you want music? Just because it impacts the viewer?
No, because of copyright. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be hard if something happened, it'd be hard to share, or it'd be hard to put it on YouTube, all that kind of stuff. I really don't care about. I try not to do the copyright stuff on YouTube. Like, everyone's scared about it. I'm not at your level. I'm not like getting anything from YouTube, and I don't plan on.
But YouTube has a whole library of stuff to choose from. That's the thing.
They do now.
If you go to YouTube, yeah, YouTube has YouTube audio.
Okay.
Library. Just Google it. There's songs on there that are royalty free to use in your stuff.
Yeah, that's why you hear the
Some of it just want a credit, and you just put the credit at the. I just do it in the description. I never put it in the video.
Sure.
I just put the credit down underneath. So.
Right.
But some of it has nothing. You can just grab it from there.
That's cool. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. It's like I want to talk about some ideas for Christmas movie theme stuff, and it's like, ooh, I don't know what else you could do with it. I mean, I thought So honestly, so you know that sketch of the monster truck sleigh? I was
Yeah.
seriously thinking about making panels that had Velcro on them that 3D print click or not. I have this little mount that I made that's for my ESC on the SMT10 that just clicks
Uh-huh.
onto the body or onto the rails. And I was thinking about doing that, but making a flat part so I can Velcro panels to the side of the truck that make it look like a sleigh, and then just
Yeah.
run it into the ground. But I don't think I'm gonna have time to do that. And I don't know. So I'm waiting for someone to ask about if they can use the same truck or not in the two videos. I thought I was thinking about that, and I was wondering if someone's gonna come up with that question or not. I don't know how.
What if you only have one truck?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Well, no, that's fine. If you have one truck, you can do both videos with one truck.
Oh, you're saying if somebody wants to use two different trucks?
Oh, you want to do different vehicles?
Right, right. And so I don't know how I feel. I don't know. There's a lot of these questions where I'm kind of like,
if it's the same thing, it should be the same truck.
Mhm.
If it's like their second run,
right.
Mhm.
it should be the same truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they can't run out and go grab a new truck in the middle of a freestyle. Like, you know, like.
Well, the only thing I was thinking of is like, say someone breaks and they can't get parts in time, then they go back to their backup truck.
Well, they don't get a second run.
Right.
Or they got to do 2 runs with the other truck.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
So
Okay, no, I get that.
Like,
or poach parts from the other truck, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was so late to send you the truck that I chose.
For this last one? Or you mean?
Yeah, because the truck I wanted to use broke.
Oh, I gotcha.
And it wasn't a part that I had to fix it with, so I was like, okay, so I'm not gonna drive that one.
Yeah. Which one are you gonna think? Which one are you taking out, Cody?
Well, I only have one right now that's working. Carolina Crusher is naked right now.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna paint the axles and the rims and kind of finish it off, but you have my other truck, the ground pounder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ground pounder.
Oh, okay.
That's not my truck. That's the food truck.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha.
But no, and then it's the Wildfoot, that I've been using. I don't know if I want to use this one or not. I'm so tired of beating on this body.
John said you're gonna run the cheater truck, but he can't. That's part of the rules. It's got to be straight axle.
I want to use the cheater truck. I'd win. I would so win.
Straight axle. That's straight axle.
Oh, that thing is so fun. That thing is too much fun.
Yep.
I'm talking about my cheater monster slash.
Have you seen that, Tony?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
I'm doing the wheelies and laying on the lid, and
it's just so fun. That was like
I have one as a son of a digger / conversion.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you do. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Just needs better electronics, but I hate spending money on stuff like that. So when I have a crawler, like I get a crawler and I just run it as it is.
Yeah.
Because to spend like $150 on wheels and tires, I'm like, I can buy another truck. And so that's what I end up doing is I put the money toward another truck instead of upgrading the one I have.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's the problem I'm having right now. I have a lot of builds going right now. And I'm like, I was telling Cody, I don't like to poach parts from one truck to put on another. And I'm like, I'm struggling with pulling the trigger on certain things. And I'm like, oh man, so I have, what do I have? So the white truck, I'm gonna say I'm still building that because I'm adding to that and changing stuff up a little bit. I'm gonna put the earplugs in the diff, both diffs. I'm gonna swap out the motor, all kinds of stuff to that. Little tweaks here and there just to dial it in.
I would use that truck, man.
What's that?
Use that truck. I would just use that truck, the new one, the white truck.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna use. But I gotta dial it in. So I've got that build going. Now my daughter's got the other SMT 10 kit, or
Yeah, the kit.
yeah, the not the SMT 10, the what's it called? Yeah, monster
Yeah,
truck.
it's SMT, and you get because you got the orange one still.
What's that?
You have the orange one that you've been using that you used for the last one.
Oh yeah, no, I got that, but we've got the kit that we got to build from ground up for her.
Mm-hmm.
So we got those two. I've got 2 crawlers going right now, and I'm about to go 3 and 4 crawlers. We're doing a build. We're gonna do a what's it called? An auction or a raffle between
Mm-hmm.
with me and Scale Metal Supplies. So we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be making a Capra conversion for the Element and
Oh,
throwing
nice.
that up for auctions. So yeah, I've got a bunch of like different builds to go, and I'm like, powertrain, right? Powertrain's the one that sucks all the money out of it. So it's like, what do I use? Like, so I'm thinking about sticking with the 20 or the 12 turns in the monster trucks
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
kicking that Hobby Wing 3300 into the green truck now, and
Mm-hmm.
the kids get the 12 turns.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to run the Holmes Hobby 8 turn and try that out with 3 cell. So I'm like, okay, but I
Is
was
that the
also
one that they're pushing for the LMT, that new 8-turn?
I haven't heard, I didn't know they were pushing that for the LMT.
Oh, somebody said that Holmes Hobby was mentioning something that'd be perfect for the LMT or something, but I
I
don't know
don't
what it
think the 8
was.
turn would be perfect for that truck. I think if you wanted it, I mean, because that would slow it way down from what it is. It's probably the Puller Pro 3300.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah, that's
motor
my
that,
guess.
yeah, that's the motor that would
I
be,
have one of those.
yeah,
That's where I should put my roller. Actually, now I think about it,
yeah,
I bought all that to put into the EXP, but I sold the EXP unopened because I didn't have time to mess with it all.
right.
So, um, but I didn't sell the electronics. I just need to remember where I put them.
Well, see, I have that Wendigo that has a 3300 axe system in it, the 550.
Yeah.
I love that system, and I want to put it in this new build that I've been that and the Element build that I've been doing. That's going to be the Nova 2 wagon. I want to
Mm-hmm.
put it in there, but that is just way too much power for a 3D printed like super. It's not super scale,
Oh
but
yeah,
it'd be
you'll
like,
be in pieces.
what's that?
You'll be like you'll. It's too. It'll be in pieces.
I know.
You'll be crying like a guy with their $3,000 balsa wood plane at crash and
Yeah,
splintered into 100 pieces.
yeah. No, I know. So I'm trying to talk myself out of it. I'm trying, and I've put those 8 turns in my crawlers before, running a 1080 or 1060. They work
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Oh, dude. And I mean, when you think about it, a $40 setup or a $60 setup, whatever it is, perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
awesome for that price. So I'm thinking about doing that. But the big thing is like the speed for the monster trucks. Like,
Yeah.
what I really need is one more brush system for the monster trucks.
Well,
To
Tony, you
fit.
use 5700 sidewinders,
On
right?
my race trucks, on the bash ones, I usually do 4600, but
Mm-hmm.
they're the little ones.
The
They're the
540.
540s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do the 4600 on 3S, and it's still pretty mean. Like, um, but yeah,
See,
Because once you pass about what 4,000, you
that
start
seems
getting into 5,000,
fast.
and
Yeah.
you're in breaking every time you run territory.
nah, not with that size though. And
Well,
if you're running on 2S,
right, and it depends on your how much amperage you're running through your ESC. So if you're running like a 40 amp ESC, it doesn't matter if you're throwing 3S at it. You're not getting all that juice to the motor. Now, if you're running
Mm-hmm.
like an
right?
80 or 120 amp ESC and you're throwing 3S, 100C, 80C, 50C, you're running crazy.
That's so
So
crazy. I used to run 200 amp ESCs in my touring cars.
yeah,
In the stock class, like it was in the stock blinky class.
yeah.
I was shocked that the Gen 8 came with that 17 turn in it. I just like every other. I just thought it was going to
It's
be a
jumpy.
550 17 turn.
Yeah.
But I just stuck all of my crawlers I run on 3S because.
Oh yeah, yeah.
that was stupid on 3S. Like
I
I
know.
didn't want 3S
Well,
anymore. I
it'll
was like,
stoppy. It'll pull the wheels off the ground, and
yep.
no, that ESC. That ESC is pretty tough, man. We ran a stock Hexfly ESC on ours for a long time, and we ran them with.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just a hobby wing.
Yeah.
40 amp.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we run it on 3S, and then we changed it to Holmes Hobbies. We did the Trailmaster Sport, I think is what it is. That motor is a lot of fun. The green can, that one.
Yeah.
So this one is a 21 turn. So that was perfect in the Gen 8. Had enough torque. Wasn't too fast, but was just, had enough for it. We actually ran those and the Everest 10, and that worked out really well.
Okay.
Too. But
are you running the munitions, or are you going to run the 2.6s though?
Me?
In the white truck. Yeah.
Munitions.
Munitions. So
Yeah.
you don't need.
I'm scared to run the big tires.
Why?
Brakes.
Brakes. Yeah. I'm scared of braking, especially with that kind of.
Well, it's
power.
just they're diff killers, man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not running any of these.
Yeah.
See, those are stock.
Yeah.
Not running them.
Well, I don't know if Cody heard it because we met up a couple weeks ago. Mine clicks. When I jump on it, you can hear it click.
Yeah, I heard it.
Did you shim it?
No. It's just bone stock.
But so if you open it up, which isn't hard,
right?
There's the 4 screws, then there's the 2 big screws. You can pull the diff out. I mean, you do have to pull the axles out, so there's you have to loosen something to get to them. But anyway, pull them out, and it pulls right out. You just pull up that pinion gear, and just slide a little shim behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the little Traxxas ones that everybody uses, but
yeah, I got to pull apart the diff anyway to put the earplugs in it. So
yeah, it's a cheap. Shoot, what is the model number? It's inexpensive. They're from Traxxas. If you Google it, you'll see what shims everybody's using.
Yeah,
they're from or a lot of people. They're Traxxas ones, and they're not actually metal. But yeah, the metal on these is soft. But if you if you run the big tires, these definitely blow out. The shim helps get it tighter so it doesn't eat away so much. But the best one, I don't shim it, but I just get the HD ones. But they're expensive. It's $50.
Yeah, a set, right? For the front or just for one axle?
No, 26 or something for each.
Okay.
So it's like 52. But any of them I race, I have to because we race with the big wheels on. And you hit the brakes and then you go. It's just like click, 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 click. So
that's crazy. Yeah. See, I like the munitions. I mean, if I like the big tires a lot. My kids like the big tires too. That's why I'm gonna gear theirs, or not gear it down, but throw them on a 12 turn with the big tires. But I like the munitions. I don't know why. They seem nice to me. Like
they're the same height as the Renegades.
Yeah.
But they're not wide.
Yeah, they're like 2/3 as wide, maybe 3/4.
Yeah, so and they're not as heavy at all.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know. I like the way they on what I noticed is I took it to the shop and I was running my 12 turn and they hooked up on the shop floor. Man, they hook up on the shop floor.
They're really soft. Like the sidewalls are just so.
So that is one of the. I don't know where mine's on the other side of the table. That's one thing that I've noticed. I don't know if I tore some foams in there, or if what's going on, but
they're just soft, bro.
I can see some distortion in the side of my sidewall.
So that's the only thing with them. But it almost adds like suspension. But when you land, I mean, look at it. It just.
Oh yeah. When I land, it's so nice. It's like flap. Like it just coast into the landing.
I mean, that just folds into a thin. You can just grab it, and squeeze it, which is not normal for most sidewalls on these.
Yeah.
So, racing these is a little tricky because it wants to roll, and
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could see that
scale
going
stuff,
into
they're great.
a corner.
Tony, do you have the Pro line or the J-Con 2.2s?
So I run the J Concepts wheels, the Midwest wheels.
Yeah.
Right?
The
And I put the Pro Line tires on it.
The Destroyers.
Yeah, the 2.2 ones.
Yeah. I was just asking because I wanted to know how much taller the munitions were than those.
Oh, they're a lot taller. I don't have any of them up here. I took everything downstairs for that. Everything's kind of bare behind me.
What are you doing? Fire sale or what?
Oh, actually, I do have them.
Oh, look at this. It's like Mary Poppins. He's like the Mary Poppins of RC. He's like, oh, let me pull this out of my little bag here.
Okay. So, oh, wow.
Okay.
That's a huge difference.
Okay, so what's your guys' thoughts real quick? That popped up about the 2.2s on the competition. Do you think it matters? Is there any... I don't think there's...
No, it's all about the rim size. It doesn't matter tire. There's not a tire height limitation.
Right. Well, I'm just saying I don't think
for this it should. I don't think it should be a big deal.
I don't think so either. Because to me, I don't think there's any advantage of having a smaller wheel and tire. The only thing is, I just don't want people to try to get in with like mud truck wheels and tires.
Well, yeah, you just say that. Yeah, look at the difference on that. Because those.
But I love this set, man. These are the Pro Line wheels or tires on the J Concepts ones, and they look good on it.
Yeah.
I just don't like that the J Concepts ones weren't the chevron.
See, that's what I like about the munitions. I feel like the munitions are more scale for the SMT. Like they just, to me, they look more, they're better than the BKTs, the Monster Jam ones. And they're just the perfect balance for me.
It's almost like they should have Sport Mod have those be the spec tires, and then all the Pro Mods for the big ones.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Even the retros, they should have the munitions.
I like the stock.
I'm surprised there's not more of that size like footprint out there. You know what I mean? Like that's the only tire. I'm pretty sure that's the only tire that's that size combo.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything different.
And to me, none of them still feel the right scale to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, scale-wise, I think they did a good job.
Really?
Yeah.
With the height of the wheel to the truck.
Yeah.
Not the width of it, but when you look at it this way, the tires feels right.
But I don't know. See, that still looks too wide. That still looks like a toy to me, though. You know what I mean? Like scale-wise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very small. But they size the tires the right
proportion
size for the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas none of the other ones still feel right. Like the Clodbusters feel huge.
Right.
Dirt on me everywhere.
Yeah,
because the BKTs look tiny on the truck. The munitions feel good. I think that's probably the closest.
The nice
look monstrous on the Sin truck.
I think with the LMT, it feels about right too when they made the body bigger.
Yeah.
I like the size of that body. I like the size of the body. I'm interested to see if they're going to come out with bodies that scale.
It sells for less things. That's the problem.
What do you mean?
Like a lot of people use bodies that'll go on to all kinds of things.
Yeah,
whether it fits onto their
crawler,
they can use that old school body onto the Clodbuster, or they can put it on their SMT10, or they can.
Right. I see what you're saying. It's
it's kind of
it's in between. Yeah. No, I gotcha. I could see that, and that's that's a problem. That's like there's something else that's out there that's like that, where it's like you got no option. You know, you're either in it or you're out of it. So, no, I got you on that. That's
Tony,
crazy.
by the way, me and Pablo did not plan this. We're doing a Christmas sleigh bash, and we both were Christmas colors.
Yeah.
We did not plan that at all. I hopped on
I think,
right
yeah. So he said some of the Pro Line bodies, they had some bigger ones.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, that crawler body that's on the truck right now is pretty big on mine. The C10, the 67, I think it is,
The
or
Pro Line
66.
bodies are bigger than the J Concept bodies, except for the Raptor body. Ooh, look at that!
So I found that the
big ouch.
The axle was cracked after that. The son of a digger rear was cracked after that heavy bash session.
So you broke 2 axles?
Yeah, one on each.
Ouch.
A front one on the son of a digger. Or no, a front one on the grave digger and a rear one on the son of a digger. That was just cracked, and I tried to glue it all up, and I went back out to bash it to see what it, and that's when it broke. But it was already cracked. So I've had to take off of, I took the rear off of the grave digger and put it onto the son of a digger. So one of them are driving.
There you
and
go.
Then I have
poaching parts
on order. Yep, I have parts on order I have 2 axle casings. That's the only thing that cracked is the casings. However, I won't be driving it like that.
No.
That was insanity.
That's definitely full send.
Are they going to sell the whole axles as a complete set?
Not right away.
Yeah.
But to build the axle costs about $300.
What?
From parts. For both. If you want to build them out all the way.
Oh my god.
You mean just buying all the components for it?
Yeah, it's always more expensive when you just part out things.
Yeah.
So you're almost better just buying the roller.
Yeah.
And then the roller gives you a cage, it gives you the chassis, it gives you the links, it gives
shocks. Those shocks are going to be pricey too.
Transmission, shocks are expensive to buy, just shocks. So
yeah,
it's cheaper to just buy. Even if you just want to sell that stuff, you could make back $100 just selling shocks and different parts of it. If you don't want the links, or because people keep wanting to put these onto an SMT10 or whatever, and I'm like, buy the roller now, and then just sell the other stuff. Like I'd buy another set of links for another diff if you didn't want the center diff or whatever out of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Huh. I know. So here's the dilemma about the roller. I like building stuff, but the roller is a roller. It's not a building kind of truck. And by the time getting it anywhere close to the performance that it has right now, you're probably spending more than what it costs to buy it with the RTR combo.
It's for the people that are going to just rip all that out anyway, put in a censored brushless system. They don't want to run Spectrum. They have Futaba, and they don't want the body or cage. So those people, they'd spend the extra, but then just throw it away.
Right.
However, I would still buy it, and then I would sell that stuff online because you'd still make more money than the roller. So you could part out the motor. Like motor and ESC alone you could sell for $120.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
That's what I was going to say. It seems like the RTR is actually packaged better because the electronics is like so cheap.
Yeah, the receiver's $20. The controller you could get $35 for easy on Facebook. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But if you want black chassis,
that's
I just
the
don't
problem.
think the racers are going to. I don't think the racers are going to use the chassis.
No.
I think they're going to get.
I think they're going to body post. It's heavy. They're going to do the smaller bodies and they're going to tuck it, just like they do with all their other trucks. It's really high weight.
Buffalo Bill style.
Well, Kevin said that you can take 1.5 pounds off of that, just taking the cage off, switching the wheels, what else did he say? There's a couple of things you could do just right away. You could take a pound and a half out of the truck.
Is it much
So
heavier than the SMT10?
it's like
Oh
11
yeah,
pounds.
11 pounds?
Yeah.
it's heavy.
Wow.
The SMT, I think, is like 7 or 6.
That is
Dude, the
crazy that
links
it
are
goes
massive.
that it gets so vertical on an 11 that heavy of a truck, man. I know those rod or not the rods, but the links are crazy thick. Aren't they like 8 mil?
They're like almost 10.
That's
They're 10. They're 10. Yeah.
Josh Rose's pro mod, his Gravedigger, it weighs almost 10 pounds, about 10 pounds.
really.
So, yeah, the pro mods actually do better with weight.
Yeah.
They got so
I
much
think a
power.
Freestyle's awesome with weight.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, so I like heavier trucks. Like my crawlers and all that are heavy, and they plant, and they just react more scale. I'm sure it translates into a monster truck, same way.
Well, what happens is I was so blown away, and a lot of people have been, at how well it handles for shocks on axle. The reason being, there's a lot of weight up high.
Right.
That's
Pushing on it.
It's sprung weight. That is why. So, yeah, I think performance-wise, it helps it in some ways if you're going to keep it that way. But for my Freestyle trucks, I'm leaving that weight there because it rotates so well. It flies so well in the air. The control on it's amazing.
Yeah.
You have a lot of link mount trucks. You think at that weight it would just squat too much if you mounted it on the link?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it all depends how you see the shocks up, but
see, I don't know. I don't know what I like better. I don't know. So I've had both my SMT, and I'm a total like novice compared to you guys when it comes to monster trucks. Like, so I've had both setups now: the shock on axle and the shock on the trailing arm.
Yeah.
And my setup on the trailing arm, I loved it. But it didn't work very well for freestyle stuff. You know what I mean? Like it was nice. It absorbed everything. It was settled really nice, but I couldn't get it I wouldn't be able to get that thing to moonwalk, or I wouldn't get that thing to, bicycle very well because it just settles down so quick, but the shocks on axle, I haven't given them a good fair shake yet because I got to build the springs like shock spring kind of style and see what that looks like. I have a weird Frankenstein on it right now. I put the Gen 8 springs and shortened it down, and it's smooth, it's soft, but it's firm enough that I don't know if you saw that video that I kind of did a slap wheelie off of the jump. That thing just settled down really nice on that, and I feel like it's pretty dialed now. But I don't know what more power would do. What's that?
Well, this one that I'm building is going to be shocks on axle because I want it to be more scale. So I'll do the on axle shocks, and then I'll do the locked diffs, so I can do more freestyle. And I'm not trying to get it to do anything crazy big air or whatever. I'm going to keep it low to the ground, kind of Big America style. Keep it scale.
Yeah, his suspension is pretty stiff. I noticed he doesn't have a lot of movement. There's a little bit, but he lets the tires do most of the work.
Yeah,
on his
pops
videos.
that way for him too.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's getting his to hook up so good on dirt. Those munitions, that's the one thing about those munitions. They seem to float on the dirt, and he's got like this looks like this pebbly green.
His dirt looks different though.
Yeah. It's like really fine gravel. It almost looks like crushed rock, and man, he's got it to hook up super nice. Because like for me on dirt with the munitions, I can flat track it around, versus like actually getting to hook all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm anxious to see what the setup's going to be like on mine once I get the motor in it that has a little more power to it.
I'm anxious to see what that big heavy body's gonna make your thing do in the air. Your body's so heavy.
I don't think it'll be too bad. I mean, I think it'll just be gonna float, man. It's gonna float. I'm not gonna go big air this time though. I think I'm just gonna keep it.
You know what you should do? You should loosen the bolts that are holding the two pieces together and like have it fall apart.
Tear itself apart.
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking about doing the B50 again, the Sen one.
Oh yeah.
Because you can bicycle for days, man.
That's a cool truck. That's a cool truck. I like that one.
Yeah. I freestyled it with it for the Kevin Talbot thing. I just like its feel scale, kind of the way it's bouncy and everything.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, we dial so many of these, and mine are dialed to be less bouncy and like recovery to keep you on the ground. But I need that balance because I like that kind of upset, you know, getting you hit and just kind of bounce and go two wheel. And
that's what I'm worried about.
Especially when you're going slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about with this setup that I'm trying to do. I won't have much seat time on it. You know what I mean? So it's going to be like a whole new setup, and I'm just going to have to learn as I go. And see.
That's why I will do the LMT is because that's what I've been driving so much.
Yeah.
As far as seat time goes, like you're saying, but I'd love to do it again with that. I'll have to do it on one. I really like those trucks. People get on me and rag on me, and like they're just like, you know,
really?
I can't believe you tell people to get those trucks. I'm like, dude, it's a different experience. Like, it's like wanting to get a Clodbuster, right?
Yeah.
It's not because I'm thinking it's going to be the perfect race truck, but man, it's just fun. Like,
I'm sure.
Take it out in the yard and just drive it around. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's bouncy.
Is that thing about the same as
that's ready to run.
Yeah. What? Is it about the same size? Is it about the same size as a Stampede?
Yes.
Yeah. Really? Is that small?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
because
those
munitions look insanely huge on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was big, man. I thought it was like SMT style or bigger.
It's like a Wheelie King, basically. It's like a new Wheelie King.
Oh, I'm making a mess. I'm not set up for this very well. It's just.
Yeah, it's tiny.
I don't have any wheels on it. I poached them.
Yeah, that is small.
Little guy.
Oh wow!
So there's the Stampede.
So that Sen one, that's the same one that comes with the orange body. Stock.
Yep. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Well, you can either way. You can get this Annihilator one.
Right.
Hyperlube truck, which is a real truck, or you can get it. And this one's done up, so this one's got the metal link upgrades and
crazy. It's almost got the same suspension setup as the Cloudbuster, but like updated.
So that's the one thing. The 4-link is really the angles on it. See how tight they are?
Yeah,
it's like kind of awkward. The uppers needed to mount higher here, but they don't. So
that's the first thing I noticed about that truck.
But it's very stiff side to side. I'll get it. It doesn't have so much of the play that some of the other trucks have. You can pop like the way that these mount up here. This carrier hub can pop off this axle. It's like slides over, and it literally just clamps on. It has one screw that clamps it. So if you hit something hard, especially with extenders like this on, you can pull that off.
Game over.
How does that look with the I don't know if you've done this yet, but how does that look with the Proline 2.2s? Does that look kind of?
That's what I run on it. So
you do.
When I went to race, I had to take them off of here, but it's awesome with it on it.
Yeah,
so I normally have those black ones on here that I just showed you, and that's why it's sitting here for the race down at Digger's Dungeon. I took it off, but this was a custom servo mount here. What the heck is this bar? Why did I leave that in there?
Oh, you got an axle mounted servo?
Yeah, so he made me an axle mount.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
But then Freestyle RC started making them because the servo used to mount up top, up here.
Yeah, like a
and
quad.
This bar would run all the way down, and then it would have a pivot point here.
Oh,
and there's
like
just
a
too much play.
Yeah,
it
it was
was
like an
way too
old
much
Willie
play
King.
how the setup was. So
Yeah.
he made this, but then Freestyle RC made a really cool one that just screws into the back of the axle. There's 4 holes in the back
Okay.
of the axle, and it just screws right in and pops up and gives you perfect.
Huh.
So this was the first one I got from Jason Saunders, who made that that ice monster for me. I traded him a race clodbuster, and he made me the. I was done with the race clodbuster. I raced it, I hated it, and I was ready to just like whatever. And he's like, dude, it had Hess axles on it, like the machined metal clod axles. They're expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just like, I hate this thing. And he's like, well, he's like, how would you be willing to trade it to me? He's like, I'll build you a chassis for a clodbuster for it. And I'm like, I don't care, man. Like, I want it gone. It had like a CPE, a Crawford Performance chassis, and all this. Matthew Hall had built it, and I was done with it. It was the Digger's Dungeon race, and it was just all over the place. I hated it. I like shaft driven trucks, and so I was just like, I don't want to deal with it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
the dual electronics, all that kind of nightmare.
So do you on the stock Clod kit? Doesn't it just come with one ESC that powers both the motors?
Yes.
Okay.
But if you're doing brushless, you need to have 2 ESCs
Right.
that you tie together for power, and then you've got to tune the motors the same, pretty much. So,
that seems like
or some people will clock one a little more than the other.
Have it pull around the corner.
I don't want to deal with all that. Like,
yeah.
I want to pull the trigger and only worry about one motor blowing up. Like,
yep. No, I'm still jonesing for it, man. She will be mine.
Man, the myth, the legend, Matthew Hall, JB says. So I have a bunch of Matthew Hall trucks.
Yeah.
Really? Which one?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Grandma Digger. I have Gunslinger Retro downstairs.
Oh.
The USA 1 is on a chassis I bought from him. I have several bodies I got from him. I have a Gravedigger one that's over there. I have this Happy Toys trailer up here I got from him.
I love that barefoot him and Freestyle made. That thing was crazy. Yes. Did he still have it?
I need to post that video Matthew Hall did. Shoot.
Wasn't he one of the dudes that was over bashing at your place?
Yes, and he brought over his ZEI Samson.
That's cool.
With the cantilever shocks in the rear.
That's cool.
JB Steele grab. They haven't shown up yet. He's asking. I won some grandma side panels for making another grandma digger, which I'm super excited about. Having another grandma digger body.
So kind of the same.
This one.
When I think of grandma digger, something came up to mind today. So I don't know her, but it sounds like she's someone to know in the monster trucks here on the West Coast. But Jessica Dahl, she sent a picture of her digger. It was all pink, like black with pink graphics on it. Oh man, Olivia, my daughter, was like, she looked at me, she's like, "Yep, I need one of those." That body was so cool. I was like, "Oh man, that's a sweet body." Is that something that JB does?
I don't know if he does grandma. I know he does Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bigfoot, I ordered up. Bigfoot was selling panels that are cut out of metal that say Bigfoot, and they have the different like color schemes of different trucks on them, like metal wall plaques.
That's cool.
And so I ordered up some red, white, and blue ones.
That's
like flag themed ones.
Some man cave pieces.
Yeah, they'll go in here with my son of a digger sign, or I don't know where it'll go. It'll find a home.
One of these days I gotta make some stuff like that. That's the problem, right? Like I can make stuff, and so it's like I always want
Yeah,
to
you
do.
can cut it out.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I always want to do stuff like that. I never. I mean, I barely have enough time to play with my toys as it is. Like decorate. So
Dude, you
like,
just got to stay up till 3 in the morning.
I know.
That's
That's
why I
the
finished the
problem.
Ice Monster. That's what I'm gonna have to do to finish this JER thing if I'm gonna use it for the.
For the you would use that for the freestyle comp, ice monster.
Potentially.
What?
Oh no.
I was like, what are you talking about? You're crazy.
No, the JER chassis.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's crazy, man. I wouldn't be throwing that thing around. That thing's dope. For
Well,
sure.
I would totally throw it around. just fix it again. I just spent.
Well, I mean, like the body. I mean, the body.
Axles apart.
You wouldn't want to tear up that body, though.
I don't think it would get that torn up, and the lights pop off. That's what I got. So the lights are they're Traxxas lights clipped on. They literally just push onto the Tamiya one, so they click on. So when you fall or whatever, they just pop. They go flying. It looks like you broke your truck, but it's just the light bar flying off. Yeah, there's the grandma. So that was a Matthew Hall. I have several retros that were his. I think I can't even remember all the retros I have. I have quite a few. I have quite a few Clodbusters now. They've become my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite trucks to run.
The non mod ones.
Yeah. Well, just in general, like if I have to pull one out, like my mod ones, they're not that much fun in the yard until I have the jumps again. But like the Clodbusters, I can pull them out anywhere, and they're just fun to drive. So they're slow. They bounce off of things. You just find a little stick to hit, or bricks or whatever, and just sky wheelie.
I need to paint my crush cars. My crush cars, I don't think you can see them very well on film because they're rusty and they look like dirt. You know what I mean? Like I need to bring them in the shop and paint them blue or something like that. Just to.
They always spray paint them, so you might as well.
Yeah.
At least in Monster Jam they do.
Right.
So you didn't even know why you were building those, and now look, you just in the mix with all the monster truck guys.
I know. That was way back when. I remember I was building them. I did them just for fun, and then I sent a set out to Brandon from Fresh Squeezed, and he played with them for a while, and it just kind of fell aside. Like I never really pushed them or anything like that. I have so many little things that I've like designed and built or cut out, and then never did anything with it. It's like whatever.
Have you seen the ones that are out of the really thin metal that crush when you actually land on them?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mike Eaton had them, and there was an event that they used them, and they just kept driving over them, and they'd crush. Then they'd literally just go back inside them and push them up and kind of reform them a little bit. They were still like wrinkly, but it was awesome. I've never seen anything like it.
Almost like if you took a cooking pan and cut out like windows and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how they formed it, but it was really cool.
I don't know how they would keep that like without tearing. Normally metal like that would tear after a while and just break apart. But
I'm actually kind of curious to see how this thing is gonna handle this SCX 10T 10.2. I don't even know what I'm talking about. The 10.2 with these 2.6s on it. I'm really curious to see how this is gonna handle.
Just curious what the diffs are gonna do.
You think so? I think they'll be fine. I think because they handle a lot of torque.
Okay. Yeah,
I think they'll be okay.
I think they'll be. I actually raced this.
They're not at speed though.
No, I raced this truck.
They rotate fast and then with big weight on them.
Yeah, no,
I think you'd probably break
but
an axle more than you would with the diff. I think those axles.
I have. Where is it?
Because those diffs, it's a spool basically on the SCX 10 too, right?
Well, I mean like the ring.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's gonna break? Actually, you know what's gonna break? I'll tell you right now, it's gonna break. The 4 little screws, because that you don't have an upgraded one, unless yours has 6 screws on it. Unless yours is an upgraded. The diff. So the ring gear, the 4 screws will shear off before anything else.
That's just like the old days.
Yeah.
You know, they're driving and you brake. That's just like
Yeah.
the old days.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I just don't like it with the clodbuster because it's such a pain in the butt to work on.
I raced a U4R race with this chassis with my body that's a full interior, and I have these on here, but then I have full wheel weights on the inside. These things are heavy as crap. My whole truck weighed 9
so it can
pounds.
take it.
Yeah. I think it won't do unless I'm doing like
I've
crazy
seen people do with the
stuff.
TRX4s, man. They make monster trucks out of those.
Yeah.
Which
So I
the
think it'll be
monster
okay as long
Broncos
as I
and
don't
stuff
put.
would be sweet.
Well, the Wendigo can handle it all day. I put those munitions on it. Wendigo had no problem with it, and I was running 3300 on it. That axe system, that's a ton of torque. That's all the torque you can handle on that. And
so those axles, I've been curious about. Like I keep waiting. The ground pounder's been unable to be got for a long time, and I keep saying, are they coming out with a new solid axle truck? Because it always sold.
Yeah,
it was always a selling truck, but
it's in stock now. I was looking at it at the site because my kid broke his axle, snapped it.
On Red Cat it is?
Yeah.
I just looked like 2 weeks ago.
Unless it's sold out again, but yeah, it was in stock a little bit ago. But no, I was looking for an axle for his. I'm thinking I'm just gonna switch it over to the Wendigo axles, but it's kind of one of those things now where I'm like, I don't know. We've got the SMT 10s. I think I'll just keep it running that way for now until we get
one set of parts to keep in stock.
Yeah.
Out of stock.
What?
Now, partly it's the price that they're able to get it at.
That's on your Red Cat?
Yeah. Red Cat Racing?
Yeah. Let me see if my bat line has anything different. But
I checked a lot of stores. I was going to buy another one just for doing like comparisons and everything, just having different ones. I still need to get one of those Kyoshos.
What Kyoshos?
Oh,
everyone keeps asking to see the Mad Force.
Oh. I don't know
They
anything
even
about
make
that.
it anymore?
We used to have it at our hobby town. I think they just sold it though. It's like $500 though.
No, I'm saying the Kia,
and
they
it's
still
like
make it though.
driven.
Yeah.
The axles are supposed to be super strong.
Yeah, it's like what the Red Cat axle should have been.
Oh, John was asking if it had the portal axles. I'm pretty sure it's just straight axle, right?
Does mine have the portal axles? No, it's a 10.2. It's just the 10.3's got portals, but they just came out with the straight conversion for the 10.3.
Right.
So the 10.2's got it's straight up.
So he was asking about the unlocking the diffs in the Wendigo. You can't unlock the diffs in the Wendigo, but I was just talking to Cody about this today. Mine steers fine. Like mine was going fine with those tires. Now I haven't run big tires on it, but mine was going fine, turning fine with it. But I had a lot of power to get the rear end to slide out with it too. So there's that.
I don't know. I think as long as you, like, if you were for this retro, like most retros, they run a 27 turn. They don't run a lot of power. So I don't think you're really going to have an issue with like breaking a lot of stuff if you don't run too much power.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to see how it handles. I just want to see how it turns and takes jumps and stuff. Because if it looks like the real thing, that's going to be so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I should try it out.
Even with the 4-link on there.
Yeah. So yeah, I just looked at mine too, Tony. Mine says it's out of stock.
Yeah.
But
do you guys know the difference between the Mad Force Cruiser and the Mad Crusher?
I have no idea.
Are they the same thing?
I don't know. It might be one of those weird things where, you know, they had the HPI Crawler King and then the Wheelie King. I don't know if it's that kind of a difference.
I'm pretty sure. So he's asking if the 10.2 and the SEX 10 has the same axles. I'm pretty sure they're a little different.
No,
Same
the
format.
10 has the 10 has a 3-piece axle. It doesn't have trusses on it. The 2 has the 1-piece axle with trusses, and then the 3 has the portals. And now you can get the conversion
Right.
for. It makes them kind of like the two axles.
Right.
So
it's funny
they come with lockers.
That's funny because for the cost of the straight axle kit, you can almost buy the builder's kit. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
I think the builder's kit's like $199 for that Jeep, and
yeah.
the axles I think are like $130 or something like that for the. And it's like, what are you doing? So.
I just love how narrow this thing is. It's so narrow, like a proper. Like when you put the body on it, it's so narrow, like a proper like.
I know it looks good though.
Like
I want to see what that looks like with the munitions on it. I bet you that would look perfect with munitions on it.
Yeah, it's just. I just love the look of this thing. It looks so like an old school.
Looks like it's just gonna bounce around like. It's gonna be dope.
I've been watching a lot of old TNT videos of USA One and the old stage two days and just getting references on how they looked and how they handled and stuff. And
right. So he's asking if the AR60 has the same ring and pinion, but I thought the AR60 is pretty much a lot bigger.
No, I don't think it's the same. It might be, but I don't think it's the same.
I'm pretty sure the ring and pinion is a lot bigger. I know I've got some axles floating around here. Yeah, I mean these axles are way smaller than these are the 10-2 axles. They're a lot smaller than the AR60s.
Yeah.
A lot smaller.
Yeah. I know he's asking. I know why he's asking because they don't like lockers.
Yeah. Well,
the
other big benefit about those Wendigo axles is how thick the axle shaft is.
They're really beefy, dude. You showed me that. I was like, whoa, that's like it's like 3 mil or 3 or 4 mil.
Easy.
Wow.
Yeah, they're super.
Yeah, I gotta check out, guys. I saw what time it is. It's 2:30 here.
All right,
I'm feeling my eyes burning.
Like, uh-oh. Getting that old man eye burn, huh? So...
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, Tony, for stopping in. Well, I'm sure we'll be.
Have fun.
Yeah. Are you gonna say have fun RCN?
No, we say have fun talking monster trucks.
Oh yeah. Now we'll be putting a lot out in the next few days for. I still got to figure out how to do the hashtag thing. So, what exactly?
It's a number sign. It's really easy. I'll teach you.
And I got to get my kids in here. Got to figure out where to find that. No, I got to figure out like how we're gonna format that. Is it gonna be best trick? Is it gonna be slow mo? Is it gonna be, I don't know. I kind of think.
Well, you're the man. You're the boss. You can tell us what to do.
I don't know. I mean, best trick would be cool, but then how do we like limit it on time? You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be getting videos that are
combo.
I know. Yeah. I don't want to get videos that are,
the
as
guy
long
with
as a
the
freestyle
LFT.
video.
I think it's got to be a slow-mo challenge.
You think so?
Because that's when it looks so rad. It's when whatever the trick is in slow-mo.
Yeah.
You see everything moving.
You think people are going to have the chops to do nice slow-mo?
It's just one trick, right?
They don't win.
No, well, I mean, what I mean by chops is like camera chops to be able to.
Yeah, you hit slow motion on your camera at your phone. You point it at the truck.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people that have like terrible. They're going to do it at dusk. They're going to have terrible lighting. They're going to be doing.
They won't get votes, man. They won't get votes.
I just know I'm going to take my laptop down. And I'm going to use that for my jump.
You're going to Citizen RC.
It looks so good in slow motion. When
I should, what I should do is I should just go to go to Goodwill and find some flat panels, some LCDs, and make a backflip ramp out of them, or glue them all together and make a complete like loop-de-loop.
Dude, you should have like TV playing on it when you do the backflip off it. You could have a movie going.
I'll have Citizen playing on it as I'm jumping off of it.
Hashtag Citizen Challenge.
I'll drive through it with my Raminator.
Oh man,
pieces.
That'll be awesome.
Oh, no, but yeah, that'd be great. Like have a movie playing on it and backflip off of Will Ferrell. I don't know.
So here, before you go, Tony, this is the only problem. Well, I guess it's not the only problem, but he's the only one that's probably going to end up doing this that has the LMT. So it's not really fair.
I think it's fair. Why not? Because people can build up their sport or their pro mods and all that.
I don't know. That LMT be doing crazy stuff, man.
Have you seen how my LMT looks? It's pretty trashed.
You got 2 that equals 1 now, right?
Yeah, because there are pieces of both of them in the one that's left. But the lights are gone. They're sitting on my desk.
Are they being cool with you about parts? They gonna at least get you some parts out?
They're good. I think 1 axle, but now that I realized 2 were broken. It's not going to do me any good. So I ordered 2 new, a front and a rear housing. So I'll have to wait for it to come in. So
that's cool.
And that was just one of the guys, the product developers, just like sending me one of them he had from testing for the housing. They don't have parts either, really.
Right,
so.
right. Well, that's what I mean. Like I didn't know if they were able to.
Yeah, until parts hit, it's kind of. That's why when we were doing the video, they just sent us 6 trucks in case we broke something. Just you had 3 of each kind, you know.
Yeah, we're like, oh, these ones broke. We'll have to put them over in the trunk over here. Like...
Yeah. Well, the only one that broke was the one that got ran over.
Yeah.
So we were launching.
Where are those axles at? There you go.
Kevin Hetmansky has them at his shop in Atlanta. He said, "Hey, if you don't mind, I'll take the broken truck." I'm like, "Sweet, okay." I'm thinking, this is my fault. Like I told the guy, drive as close as you can. Don't worry about it getting run over. If it gets run over, you know, cost of doing business.
Right.
2 turns later, might have even been the next one. It might have been the next one in crunch. Yeah, bad. But yeah. So he has that one. But yeah, so I have one. We'll see.
Right on.
It's good, but it's not. I still think the slow-mo with the ones that are like the cage built ones, like Big America, that look is there, and I'm not really going to be able to do that with the lumbering LMT, but. It can do some stuff, but it just has to do it at high speed, like the moonwalk and all that. So,
right on. We'll let you go, Tony. You gotta get to bed.
Yep. Yeah. We'll see you guys.
Take it easy, brother. Thanks for coming on.
We'll see you.
Adios. All right, Cody. I think we've hit that time.
Yeah, I think.
I didn't get as far as I wanted to. I soldered my motor.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, I took apart
we fixed the strug on that.
Yeah, I know, right? I took apart the transmission on that little guy. So now I gotta drill some holes and hopefully I can put it back together.
Bro, I was just looking at this. I was looking at that other chassis that I cut. You know how we made those adjustments?
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking at this thing, and it is exactly like you did. It's exactly like the
it's close.
It's exact like all this stuff right here. It's the same. I don't know. You can't see it. It's bad.
No, I know. I can see it. I can see some of those radius edges.
Yeah. It's exactly like the first thing you showed me. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess we can cut a couple of them and see what it looks like. I guess.
Well,
I don't
well,
know.
the drawing where we landed, it's a little bit sharper of a radius.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited about this SCX, dude. I think this is gonna be cool. But I really do think the Wendigo would be a better platform because it has a little bit wider axles and
Yeah.
it's kind of beefier, you know. Even though it's still ladder frame, it's a ladder frame truck. You could still get this look, you know, this old school look with it.
Yep.
But it actually will handle.
Yeah. It's
You know,
longer too.
so
By
this
quite
is
a bit.
I got this at 13. I got this at 13 wheelbase right now.
Yeah. There you go.
I need to shrink it down, but anyway, man. Yeah, I think we hit the wall. I think we're good for right now. I haven't eaten nothing since I've been home.
Oh no.
I haven't done nothing but get home and showered, and then I hopped on here and tried to figure out what's up with this internet. I'm like,
Oh
oh
no.
man.
Right on.
I got so much crap to do. My wife's birthday's on. I think it's on. I don't know. I think it's Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
But I gotta build a bunch of crap and like a bunch of stuff she ordered and for her own birthday.
Nice. Nice. And you
You
got to
know how
put it
that goes.
together.
Yeah, I gotta put it together. Since I didn't order it and get it myself, I
Yeah.
get to put it together. So
That's cool.
good. All right,
Well,
bro.
right on, brother. Well, hey, thanks for popping on.
It's all good.
I'm probably gonna edit this one up and put it on the IGTV too. See if people pop on that. So.
All right, man.
And hey, to all you guys that were on here looking at all this stuff, thanks a lot. You know,
It was just John hanging out.
That's how we build it, right? That's how we build it.
That's right. That's right.
So it was cool. All right, man. Well, I'm out. I'm gonna roll this outro, and I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right, man.
All right.
Thanks.
Yep. Take it easy.
All right. Bye.
Later.